guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to Chatty Morning Vlog in Kuwait. So much to talk about. So let's start.
I'm not going to be in rivalry, in fights, in competition with anybody in life, on the platform, off the platform, except with the person I was yesterday. That's the person I'm trying to fight, so. Hello, foodie beauties. Forever. Kind of cool, but they like prepare the coffee from this little coffee bus right beside the restaurant. And this is the drive-through. They just come up to you and they ask you what you want. And yeah, I already know the coffee here, so I knew what I wanted. But I'm sure they'd be happy to provide a menu if you asked, or you can go online. And yeah.
Okay, we can go online. What's the name of the coffee company? Is it just fresh roasted coffee?
Pretty cool. Never saw this before. Hi.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh. It's okay.
How does she manage to find the stray cat in the parking lot every single time? Oh, is it because she's trying to get them to come to her? Yeah.
Hi. Hi. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're chubby. You're chubby. Alright guys, so I have my iced coffee. And there's going to be some sprinkler ASMR because the sprinklers are on and the windows are down. It's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things, some updates. Let's try this coffee. Bismillah.
I can't help but notice how high her sunglasses are sitting on her face. Like, I mean, it's just, they're so high up because her cheeks are so big. Do they do plus size sunglasses now? Is that a thing?
Yum. Yum. Tastes freshly brewed. It is the morning, so.
She is filtered to haram hell and back in this video. She can't fight the filters. She really can't.
Coffee should be fresh in the morning. Does anyone, I don't know if they do this in the West. I've never gotten, a car or knew anybody who had a car. When they bought it, they got a perfume with it.
I love how she asks if they do this in the West, like she hasn't lived in the West her entire life. Do they do this over there? How do you say this in English?
Like, this came with like a musk. And apparently they give away perfumes, but it actually does smell really nice. But it's not a car. I don't know if it's a car perfume actually.
Is it because it's so goddamn hot over there and everyone sweats and there's kind of like BO just in the air just because there's so many people sweating in a hot environment? So they really push the sprays and the perfumes and the colognes. Is that why that they give out colognes with free cars, or free cologne with cars?
It might be a car perfume, or I don't know, but it smells like a musky like cologne or something. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Let me know if that ever they do that where you're from. So, yeah. I know people are gonna be like, it's because you stink. No, I smell really good actually.
I'm gonna say that's probably not the case.
I smell like oud and patchouli and rose vanilla. I smell like...
She smells like food? Is that what she said?
No, I smell really good, actually. I smell like oud and patchouli and rose vanilla. I smell...
Oud? I thought she said food. I smell like food.
Oh, nice. So, anyways, I just thought I would talk to you guys about some things.
Let's talk.
Where do I start? I'm not organized at all. I am going to be doing a challenge on my channel and in my life. So, yes, I need you guys to hold me accountable for this.
She's laughing because she knows that if you try to hold her accountable for anything, she's going to block you. So, if you try to hold her accountable and you're friendly with Chantal, that is not long for this world.
Here we go. It's actually going to be a no drama challenge. You know, I always come on here and, you know, I always say that I'm going to do a lot of things, and I don't do half of the things I say I'm going to do, and it actually like bugs me. I know that changing is not, it's easier said than done, but I really, really, really don't want to be dragged into drama online. I don't like how it makes me feel. I don't like how it's the negative vibes it gives off. It's just not healthy, and it's really just time consuming, and I can think of so many ways to focus on myself and better myself that I just don't want to focus on anything else, you know?
No one's been stopping you from focusing on yourself. You have literally the perfect job because you can create your own schedule, right? There is no excuse why you can't work on yourself, or why you should have been working on yourself this entire time. You can't blame anyone else but yourself for that.
I want to focus on becoming a better person that I always say I want to. And part of that is, actually I was watching a podcast from a Muslim woman, and it just really, really made sense to me. And it made me feel enlightened after that podcast. And I realized that
it's Foodie Guru now.
The no drama and the positive vibes have to start with, you know, changing how you entertain yourself. That's very important. The things that we consume for our brains, the things we feed our brains, are just as important as the things we feed our bodies. And I realized that I was paying attention to how I felt after watching this, you know,
Is it this is the part of the cycle? Is it the awakening part of the cycle that we're in now with this? I think that's the next step. Yeah, the awakening. Pretty sure that's what it's called in the Chantal cycle.
Podcast on Islam, and it just made me feel enlightened. It made me feel good, and it really inspired me. And whenever I watch other podcasts or drama streams, people bickering at each other, backbiting, telling lies, rumors, all this and that, it makes me feel not good, you know, and it makes me want to do and say things that are not in my favor and just really do me no favors. So anyway, the podcast was talking about how to clean your heart and soul. And I know it's going to sound like weird to non-believers and to people who, you know, people are just going to think I'm weird for talking. That's fine, whatever. Another one of the things I need to do is just do and say what I want and not worry about how other people are going to perceive it, because... So
you're saying you're going to do and say whatever you want no matter how anyone else perceives it. Don't you kind of already do that anyway? I mean, if we're going to forget about the fact that she scrubbed the past couple days off her channel and the whole Dee the Sam's Bar Lounge clip that she posted in that last video, like that was just the other day. Stop doing things like that, maybe, you know?
You know, there's always going to be somebody opposing what you say, and that's just how it is in life. So
if you have she has the platform to do and say pretty much anything she wants, because she does anyway. You know, maybe we don't know the full extent of her rage. I think if she was able to just grommet everything she wanted to, we would hear things that would shock us, I'm sure. But I mean, she has the platform. She does and says whatever she wants. And this is the consequences of those kind of actions. It's so simple to understand. It really is.
But they were talking about, you have your heart filled with darkness, with hate, with illness, and just negativity. And it's actually really bad for your heart and soul. It's really not good for you. And to cleanse that and become a better person, you have to start removing the things that are basically causing you to be ill in that way. So for example, as an analogy, when you have a wound that's infected, you have to start taking away the things that are keeping it infected. You have to take away the dirt, you have to take away the bacteria, you have to, you know, and you have to...
She loves a gimmick, doesn't she? She is the world's biggest boob. Boob, aren't they both like the same thing, really? Like, she will buy anything. Like, you could be like a street performer telling her you're the next Jesus, and she'll believe it. I mean, okay, I guess we're in Muslim guru phase now.
Cleanse it, and that works, you know. It's starting with basically removing negativity in my surroundings, removing people who don't want anything good for you in your life, which is why, you know, I'm happy with a smaller surrounding. I'm happy with very few friends, because I'd rather have few real people in my life than a bunch of fake people. Again, like I'll say, quality over quantity. So, you know, a couple years ago, maybe two and a half, 3 years ago or something like that, I used to have a huge following, and I realized that the
I mean, you have a lot of subscribers. Most people don't like you though. Like, you have to understand that by now. You might have a large subscriber base, but they're not following you for the reasons that you think they are.
majority of those people didn't want good for me. They wanted me to be in a situation where I wasn't happy. They wanted drama. They wanted all kinds of things that I didn't want, and their support was conditional, and that's fine. Like
That's right there. She wants unconditional support. Either you support her in every decision she makes, no matter how she flip flops on a subject. If you are not with her in that moment, then you are against her. You could say the littlest thing to her when she's in a mood, when she's feeling particularly rotten, and that will be it. We have seen it countless times with her Beezers, right? She has flipped the script so many damn times. The problem is she still has those same types of people in her chat, right? There are some of her Beezers that are just there to have a good time, to talk a little bit of smack and go on their merry way. I see those people. There are other people in her chat, in her inner circle, if you will, who are very much here just to stir the drama. If she keeps those people around, then of course the same cycle will continue over and over and over again. If she actually wants to change, she needs to change her viewpoints and like understanding of what a friendship is in terms of being online. Like, you can't expect everyone to agree with everything you do at all the right moments, But that's what she expects.
I really want to work on being consistent with creating positive content for people. I want to use my platform for good, not to tear other people down. And I have done a lot of that. And I don't want to do that. I don't, even in self-defense, I don't want to, lower myself to a level that I'm not proud of and that I'm going to have to work hard to get out of and make right with God, And I just really, really realized that.
Chantal, forget about God. Worry about yourself. How do you live with yourself? Fix yourself. Forget about doing this for God or some kind of outside source, your husband. You need to do it for yourself. And I think the first thing, if she actually wanted to try to change, which I don't believe this at all, but let's just go with it, stop the live streams. That's what I would do. Just completely stop the live streams. Or if you do have the live streams, you need to actually get rid of the people who are causing the problems in your live streams, because it's not the haters that are bringing up the drama in your live streams. It's the people in your live streams, and those are all of your members, and you have the ban hammer at the ready at all times. So not much gets by your chat. So think about the people in your chat specifically that you allow there that are bringing the drama to you. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I need to focus on, and it's really hard. It's really hard navigating your way through social media when it's such a toxic place. And, I don't want to contribute to that toxicity anymore. I want to make positive content. And if that means having a smaller following, that's okay. It might be temporary. Inshallah, maybe eventually I will bring in with a consistent, maybe in a year's time or something.
I thought you said you didn't care if you had a huge base, as long as you had unconditional support from your Beezers, your tiny little group of friends. Now it's, I hope in a year I can grow my channel. Like, which is it? That's why you do not seem authentic in anything you say, because you constantly contradict yourself.
Few months time, if I really stick to this no negativity plan, maybe my content will draw in positive people, which will replace the negative ones. And that's kind of what I want to work on in a way, So I'm doing starting with, I'm going to start with a 7 days, no drama, no addressing drama type of thing. And I'm going to actually take a good break.
I just want to ask at this point, is there anyone out there in the audience in this stage of the game here? Does anyone think she's going to be able to do this? Is there any believers out there still? Do you still believe in Santa Claus? I'm just curious. Is there anyone out there that thinks that she can actually, like, she's serious, or is this just, I'm going to try to? Because we all know what that means.
From live streaming just for a little bit while I'm doing this, because I find it, people come in purposely trying to pull me into drama. And I just always take the bait, and I just need to learn to not do that.
So are you going to get rid of those people that are bringing the drama to you? Are you going to stop watching the drama through third parties who are literally just making the content so you could see it and react to it? Or are you still just going to allow that? Because if you're still going to allow that, then the same things are going to keep happening to you.
You know, I really, really need to. And I just have to forgive myself for my past, repent to God about it. I have. And the good thing about Islam is, you know,
this is my problem with a lot of religions right here.
Basically, when you become Muslim, you take the Shahada. Any sins you committed before you were Muslim are erased by Allah.
But what about the sins you commit now? Right? You posted a video of someone that you hated, that you hate, actively hate, and wished harm on, Didi, of her getting abused. To what? Prove to people that Nader is abusive? We're not saying he's not abusive. I don't think he was abusive to you physically, that to the extent that you're saying. Why? Because you admitted that he wasn't abusive. So that's why I don't believe you when you say he's abusive, right? If Nader put out the cigarettes on Chantal, she would have a mark, okay? Anyone out there who has taken any kind of college course in terms of domestic violence, how to spot certain signs in children or things like that, there's all the pictures. You see everything. You would see it. Where are the cigarette burns? If that's the truth, and you had no problem telling us all these bad things that he supposedly did to you, where are the cigarette burns? It just doesn't make sense.
So basically, you know, anything from my past, all of the stuff that's being talked about, distributed throughout drama channels, hate channels, whatever, it's irrelevant in my life now. It's not going to go away, but it does in my life. And so basically, sure. That's what I have to focus on.
Again, no one knew she was going to go on Lolcow Live. She did this to herself. She started all of this, and now she's blaming everybody else for the consequences of her actions. Nobody had any idea you were going to go on Lolcow.
That's what I have to focus on, and just let people ruminate about things.
Did someone tell her to go on there? Did someone say, hey, you should go, you're a Lolcow, you should go on this show? Listen, Chantal, if someone told you to go on that show, that person is not your friend. I just want to point that out. If you haven't heard that yet, whoever encouraged you to do that show is not your friend.
Are not, you know, relevant anymore to me. So yeah, that being said, I have filled out an intake for some psychotherapy. I will hopefully hear from them soon. Yeah, that's all I'm pretty much going to say about that. I might share some things that I've learned throughout it, but I'm not going to tell you, you know, much more about that right now because I don't really have much to share about that. But I did take that step because I realized, you know, there are a lot of traumas in the past few years and even before that in my life that I've just bottled up, and I haven't dealt with these feelings, you know. And
we know everything about this woman at this point, literally everything. She has told us everything. And again, therapy will never work unless you're honest. So if she goes in there exaggerating the shit with Nader or plain out making things up, it's never going to work because she constantly wants to be the victim, even when she's not, right? That whole he financially abused me thing, that is not what financial abuse is. You throwing money at a guy is not financial abuse. Sorry. But again, she's not going to be honest with the therapist. So it's all a moot point. This is all just purely performative. And if she does start therapy, you want to bet she's not going to start talking about it? That's going to be her content. Psychiatrist Chantal at the ready, like Dr. Chantal reporting for duty.
It's a tale as old as time. If you suppress them, they eventually come out in ways you never would imagine, and they come out at times when something else triggers you to think of them, and that's what happened. And
what is she talking about?
Yeah. Does anyone else drink ice drinks no matter what season it is? I mean, it's winter here, but it's still not icy and snowy like it is in Canada. You know, I'm Canadian. I'm used to winters being in the minuses, and it's not like that here. So it's still kind of summery for me. But the weather is so nice, and you know,
just for reference, she's sitting in the parking lot. She is sitting in a freaking large parking lot, acting like Kuwait is this gorgeous oasis. She's in a parking lot. Like a mall parking lot, basically. The size of that, pretty much.
It's such a beautiful day, and yeah, it just makes me happy just to be out here. I'm just taking a break to talk to you guys, but I have other plans after this. So, but
she's a busy lady.
I'm going to enjoy my Saturday in a positive way and just try to put everything behind me, and just try to ignore all the noise and just, you know, move on and really focus on what's important. You know, I realize that I'm not here to please anyone in life other than, you know, God.
Other than, what's his name? God.
Allah, he's the one that I'm meant to please, and I've not been doing a very good job, as I've said many times. And you know, this journey into Islam is very important to me, and I haven't been focusing on that like I should be. I haven't.
Chantal, instead of sitting in the car flapping your gums for 25 minutes, like, why don't you be respectful of your so-called religion if you are this religious Muslim pious woman all of a sudden now? Respect the culture and the religion and fix your goddamn abaya. Fix your goddamn headscarf. You tucking it in is so... I don't even know how to do a headscarf or what it looks... I know that's not right. That looks terrible. I have never seen a Muslim woman tuck their headscarf into their fat. I've never seen that. That's so disrespectful. You do not care enough about the religion. You just want to cover yourself up. Again, cosplaying Muslim.
Not been, you know, doing that, and I've just been focusing on all the wrong things, and it's been depressing and just not a good feeling. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So
that's what she's gonna try to do. So she leaves herself room for failure. So guess what? Is she actually going to try? Not when it gets tough. If it gets a little bit uncomfortable, there's a tiniest little bit of discomfort, do you want to bet she's going to completely just drop it and just give into the rage? Absolutely she will. We have been here before. There's a reason this is called the Chantal cycle.
you know, inshallah, I will succeed at 7 days. Then I can aim for another 7 days until 7 days becomes a lifetime. And
so this is the 7-day miracle. Okay.
I've succeeded in my goal. So I have other goals, but I'll leave those for another time. I think, you know, I'm feeling positive that I'm taking the first steps, and hopefully my try now with this, and hopefully this try with their...
She keeps saying, see, the try. That is 1,000% tells me with beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know this woman. That means if the second it gets tough, she's going to abandon the plan. I'd love to know who the 7-day guru Muslim lady on the podcast was. I'd love to listen to her stuff and see how it compares to what Chantal is bringing back to us. Also, I'm having a really hard time with the shape of these glasses because they keep morphing into different shapes, and it's a little distracting.
He will be more successful than the other ones I've had in the past. I've tried so many times. Okay, so I wanted to talk about travel. I haven't been mentally very well, and also physically.
Your entire life? Yes, we know.
And I think that, you know, I would just like to focus on myself a bit more before I travel. So,
she's gearing up to travel this month at some point. And the month is tick, 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 boom.
Salah was talking to me about taking a break from YouTube for a little bit so that I can focus on myself. So I'm really just thinking about that. I don't want to announce anything, you know, grandiose, permanent until I've really thought about it. I said I would think about it. You know, I would have to plan my time away to keep myself busy.
Not only that, she needs to plan her time away so she has enough savings to get through. Because if Chantal doesn't keep making videos, they don't have money coming in, right? So she kind of has to keep doing videos unless his perfume empire, you know, Ja Rule, you know, decides he wants a cut of it and they make, you know, Fire Festival Kuwaiti version, you know? So how are you going to quit YouTube completely? You can't. And that's the crux, right? You need to have something to fall back on. You have to. Like, you're a big girl. You're middle-aged. Chantal, we are middle-aged women. You need to have a plan. Be a smart person. Like, build your little empire. You have to have a second something lined up, or at least an idea of something so you can get it rolling, you know? But if she's going to quit making YouTube videos, there's no money.
What I want to do, stuff like that, you know, maybe go on some day trips with Salah. Really just enjoy our time together and strength.
No one's going to watch your couples vlog, Chantal, except your Beezer. So you'll have maybe a few thousand views at most, like you do now in there. So I mean, knock yourself out. Nobody wants to see him. Sorry.
In our relationship even more, focus on ourselves, you know? And I think that would be a really good thing, but I would miss you guys. I mean, it wouldn't be forever, you know, it would be just a break, but I think that I've never taken a real good break from YouTube. You know, I think that might do me some good. You know, even people who work normal jobs, they need vacation time too. They need days off.
Even people that work normal jobs, they need vacation time too. They need vacation time the most. Your life is a fucking vacation. Her life is literally a vacation. She wakes up whenever the fuck she feels like it. There's never an alarm. She never has an appointment. If she needs to run an errand, no problem. Fake hubby can run it instead of her, right?
You know, so I know my job is not physically exhausting, but it is mentally in a lot of ways.
Can you okay, think about what you guys do for a living. If you have a job inside the home, outside the home, whatever you do to make money or to support your family, your household in some way, right? Imagine her trying to do your job every day, even just for a week. She would last 3 minutes at my job before someone would ask her a question she wouldn't know how to answer, or gave her an attitude and she has to like figure out a way around it without biting back at them, you know, or just having a question she has no idea what to do about. Like, what do you do? What critical thinking skills do you use? You know what I mean? There's no way. Ask her if she, you know, if you work in retail, you're on your feet all goddamn day. That frickin' sucks. And I've been there. I understand it sucks. Can you imagine her working at Walmart for a day on her feet all day? Yeah. Nope.
So I think that...
And that's the difference between Chantal and pretty much everybody else. Everyone else is in the real world. They don't have this weird, warped sense of reality that they're living through their phone. Like, she only sees herself through her YouTube videos and through her filters on her phone. She doesn't actually see herself as other people see her because she's never had to step out into the actual real world. Salah is very much a part of that. He keeps her ensconced. He lets her do her thing. If he actually did care about her, he'd be like, you know what? I care about you enough to actually get you some real help. The guy doesn't give a shit about her. It's up to her. You're asking a severely mentally ill woman to help herself. She's never going to be able to do it. That's it. She needs help helping herself.
That could do some good. So I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about it. I haven't made any decisions. I really want to also work on thinking things through before I actually make permanent decisions, because I have I've brought a lot of pain on myself from being so impulsive. And you know, I want to talk about that in therapy. There's a lot of things I want to learn how to cope with. You know, I want some tools how to cope, because you know, I want to learn how to set boundaries for myself. I want to learn how to basically learn how to stop being so impulsive. I want to learn emotional intelligence, you know, even more. And I just want to do all those things. And I think you guys were right. Like, I think I do need some help with that from somebody who's trained to deal with those things. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah. And you know, I also kind of just want to
see, I could tell you right now, she thinks if she signs up for therapy, it's going to be an easy fix. You need to work at therapy. You need to look at the ugliest parts of yourself in therapy and come to terms with them and to voice them out loud. It is not a walk in the park. I know for her that's a lot. A walk in the park is a lot, but you know what I'm saying.
Take care of myself and work on becoming in a healthier space, like work on my health and work on becoming healthier mentally in this time that I would take off from YouTube. Have it be a planned time off, not just like I'm out and I'm quitting, you know. No, I want to like plan it, and if I do it, then it would be, you know, I want to come back refreshed and have this break be beneficial in some way, you know.
She's gonna come back a changed woman, you guys. Cutie 2.0.
So that's basically what I'm focusing on. And yeah, that's you know,
she's making me thirsty.
Just looking around, I like love Kuwait. I really do.
Again, she's sitting in a giant parking lot. She's in a parking lot. I know that you're trying to paint Kuwait as so much better than Canada, Chantal, but Canada's gorgeous. I'm sorry. Canada wins for me. Sorry. From what I've seen of Kuwait, Canada is much more beautiful than Kuwait. And that's all I'm going to say. I've been to Canada. It's gorgeous. I haven't been to Kuwait, but from what she shows us,
I love that this is just my home right now, and it's just so amazing. You know? I just really love it. The beaches, the palm trees.
Why don't I believe her? Like, seriously, what is it about like this scene and her words right now? I just want to be like, bullshit. Like, bullshit.
Winters are amazing here, you know? So there's so much positive content here I could do, and it would be a win-win. Like, it would be physical.
Who are you telling this to? We're not the ones that have to go out and make the content. We're just here talking about it, okay? I do my job every single day. You do your job, okay? I'm just here to talk about it. That's all.
Physical activity for me would be so healthy. It would be interesting content for a lot of people who don't travel here. I'm telling you guys, if you can go to the Middle East.
She's got dozens of couples vlogs on their stupid couples channel, right? No one's watching them. And they're terrible. And Salah's in all of them. So it just makes it worse. Nobody wants to see it. Like, I don't know how many, like, this is, Chantal, these are your viewers talking to you. The only people that are really watching those videos of you and Salah are your Beezers and a few reaction channels that cover them. And we are few. I've covered a few, but I'm in the minority here. So listen to your viewers. They don't want to see the content with him in it. They don't care about Kuwait. We've seen it all. We've seen every trash can, every stray cat, and every, garbage bag that you could show us. We don't need to see anymore. It's over. It sucks. It's over. Like, if you want to hold onto that sinking ship, that's your choice. You're 100% welcome to do whatever you want. But don't expect people to come with you on that ship.
Come check it out for yourself. Kuwait is a really nice country.
No thanks.
Go to Dubai. Even Iraq. There's tourism in Iraq now more.
I do not want to go to Iraq. I just really don't. There are so many other places I'd rather fucking go than Iraq. I mean, call me crazy right now. I mean, just... It's really safe, guys. Come to the Middle East right now. Yeah, okay. Get abducted on the way. No thanks.
Than ever. I don't know about now how the situation is, but there was not long ago. And
it's like, so one of her idiot Beezers is going to be like, oh, Chantal said Kuwait's safe. Let me go. Let's go to Israel right now. How about we plan a trip to Gaza? I heard it's beautiful this time of year because Chantal told me so. Can you imagine if someone actually got hurt listening to this idiot's travel tips? Fuck. Jesus.
People are just so friendly there. Like, we know a few people from Iraq, and they're just always so nice.
Just like Allah and his wife were to you until you freaked on them, right?
Like, it's just insane,
People are nice to Chantal until they actually start getting to know her. Then it's like, Jesus Christ, stay away.
So, yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to enjoy my day. Salah was talking about taking me out, later somewhere. So that might be nice. That could be nice.
Oh, God.
Take me out now. That could be nice.
Chantal, shut the fuck up with that song. You're terrible. Please, with the song. Please, I'm begging you. I've never seen the movie, but because of that fucking song, I never want to. Ever. Ever.
If you haven't seen Long Legs, you won't know the reference I just did. Somebody sent me a bumper sticker it said, let me merge now and it can be nice. Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, these glasses, man, I'm telling you, they look funny on me. I have a big face, so.
So why don't you wear listen, oversized glasses are a thing. Why don't you find a pair that fits you? I don't understand. They're glasses. They are like universal. Just find a pair that fits you. Go into a gas station and sit at the little turny thing in the corner and just find a pair that fits you. Jesus, it's not that hard. You do this to yourself.
Anyways, guys, I think that's all I wanted to talk about, really. Just, how I'm doing, kind of an update on that. More about my challenge and travel update. We're going to basically just postpone the travel for a little bit until I'm feeling better mentally and physically. And whenever that will be, we're just going to, I might also take a break from YouTube. But if I do, it's going to be like a planned thing. I'm going to plan my time to make the best use out of it for myself, you know. I really need to do a health arc. I need to. This is...
And we are cycling again, cycling again.
It's dire, and I know that. So that's about it. Yeah, I know we were planning on going on a trip, but that will have to wait. And whenever we do, I will, you know, do like we did in Thailand. We will do vlogs, live streams, whatever. But I think right now I'm just, not only from the internet, but when you're trying to better yourself and stay away from negativity, you guys know how toxic social media is. It's not a healthy environment for healing.
So stay off social media. Create your own pre-recorded vlogs where you control the narrative. And that's it. Don't read the comments. Let people write whatever the hell they want. They're going to anyway, either under your video or under someone else's video about you. So just let it go. You don't have to go on Twitter. You don't have to watch Yo Daddy. You don't have to listen to that Hecate weirdo who wants to sue everybody. Like, what are you doing? Do you see the problems here? That's easily fixable if you just fix them. But you don't want to do the work. So you just rather have a bunch of sycophants agreeing with you all the time and egging you on. But okay, tell us what you're going to do next.
So that's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So I appreciate you guys listening to me, and I'm going to enjoy my day, and I really hope that you guys enjoy your day too. Just be grateful for the little things in life. You know, it's the little things that are just priceless and mean a lot. And I find that gratitude for having a beautiful day like this just goes a long way. You know, it really does. Appreciating what you have, it just eliminates all the negative things that go along with, you know, being jealous, envious of others, comparing others. When you're grateful for your own self and your own journey, you know, that's what makes life.
Again, in her video before this, she posted a video of Dee Dee getting abused, trying to imply that it was her. So, like, I mentioned it in my last video, I put on Twitter, I think yesterday. Someone had left a comment under her video saying, "Is that you getting abused?" And she did not respond to them. She was responding to other comments, but decided not to answer that particular comment. So again, this woman posting someone else's abuse, which has been taken down now. I don't know if she privated or got reported. I don't know. But that was just the other, like 2 days ago. Okay. Or yes, whatever the hell. I don't know what time we are anymore with this. She's in a different world right now. So you could sit there with a smile on your face and overly applied lipstick and sweat in the sunshine of the Kuwait winter all you'd like. We see you and we know what you are. This is just your, oh, I'm a changed person phase, okay? We have been here 36,000 times, literally.
That's one of the biggest secrets to life, guys. And Islam has really taught me a lot about that. So, I mean, I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm not going to be in rivalry, in fights, in competition with anybody in life, on the platform, off the platform, except with the person I was yesterday. That's the person I'm trying to fight. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the future. Bye, guys.
And that was it. That was her video. So now she's a guru. We're on to the next phase, the next stage, the next level of the insanity that we keep writing with her. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Is there anyone out there, I don't think I have to ask this, but is there anyone out there who actually believes her? And if so, I would like some of your innocence, please. I know Yaba's going live tonight on LolCow Live. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream. If you guys want to do a live stream like we did the other day, hit me up, let me know. It's probably just going to be me. I asked Vol, I was like, Yaba's going to be on LolCow Live. Do you want to do a live stream? He's like, no, I cannot sit through 2 hours of waiting again. So it might just be me, but I might be able to talk him into it. I'll make him cookies or something. Anyway, yeah, if you haven't already, like the video, please, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that too, if you enjoyed yourself. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And let's see what Miss Guru Beauty will bring us next time. Peace out, guys. Au revoir.